If you collect Pokemon cards, you know just how difficult it is to get anything of Paldean Fates. Welcome back to Shakedown Collectibles. I got super lucky on a restock a few weeks back and was able to pick up this Paldean Fates booster bundle, and really excited to get it. Honestly, I think Paldean Fates for me is harder to find than Prismatic Evolutions or Pokemon 151, so excited to actually have my hands on some Paldean Fates. Got some really cool cards in here, so in this video I'm going to be opening up this booster bundle, going to talk a little bit more about the history of Paldean Fates, show off some of the cards, show off the market value, and then of course open the packs. So going to Pokedata, you can pull up Paldean Fates and it has a total value of $1,300, and of course the most iconic card from Paldean Fates is the Bubble Mew. That is a chase card for a ton of people, but there's a lot of really cool cards in Paldean Fates. Of course you have these star cards right here, which are super collectible. Love them. I hope I get a few more for my collection. Only have about 2 of them, so very excited about the possibility of pulling some more cards from Paldean Fates. And as you can see, there's a lot of these really cool cards. To me, they're nostalgic, and the market price for this booster bundle is $52 to $60, which is absolutely crazy. Over double the price of getting it from MSRP, and down there you saw the eBay sold listings. So we are going to go ahead and get this thing opened. I'm going to open up the pack, show you what you get inside, and then at the very end go over the values of all the cards pulled and let you know if I think that this booster bundle is worth it. So let's go ahead and get this thing open. Let me know in the comments if you've been able to pull any cards or actually get your hands on Paldean Fates. So of course when you open this up, you get a box within a box. You have the smaller sized booster bundle box, which makes sense because the only thing that you get in here are the packs. So now let's open up our second box of the video. Of course this comes with 6 booster packs. Let's go ahead and get this thing open. I really like the look of Paldean Fates. Just to me overall is very nice, and love the Pikachu at the very front. So let's go ahead and show off these packs. I really like how these packs look. Very cool, very awesome looking packs. So let's go ahead and get these things open. Hopefully I get something good. And let's go ahead and start with our first pack. Let's get this thing open. If you're new to this channel, every time I open up a card pack, whether it's sports or Pokemon, which has mainly been Pokemon recently, I talk a little bit about the history of the first card pulled. So let's go ahead and see who our first Pokemon is for today, and that's the Dene, which is an electric fairy type Pokemon introduced in Generation 6, and it's one of the signature Pokemon clones. It resembles a small hamster with an antenna-like whiskers that allow it to communicate wirelessly and absorb electricity from power outlets. And that's a nice little hit. Not very valuable, but still excited to add to my collection. Let's go ahead and open up our second pack. And I've had a lot of good luck with my second packs in a lot of my videos. Check out my Elite Trainer Box videos to see exactly what I'm talking about. So let's put our energy on top, and our next Pokemon is Charmander, which is a fire type Pokemon introduced in Generation 1, and it's one of the most iconic starters in Pokemon's entire franchise history. Its tail flame reflects its health and its mood. If it's burning strong, Charmander's doing well, and if the flame ever goes out, the Pokemon could die. So let's go ahead and move on to our third pack and see who we got. Let me know in the comments your favorite card from Paldean Fates. I'm sure for most people it's going to be the Bubble Mew. If you pulled the Bubble Mew, let me know in the comments, because that is definitely a chase card. So our next Pokemon is Fido, which is a fairy type Pokemon introduced in Generation 9, and it's inspired by bread dough, specifically a puffy rising ball of yeast baked cuteness. Its body is soft, elastic, and warm. Yeast in its skin that ferments as it moves, which is kind of a crazy detail. Let's go ahead and move on to our third pack and see who we get. Very excited. Got one nice card so far. Hopefully I get some more for my collection. Put the energy on front. And our first Pokemon is Execute, which is a grass psychic type Pokemon introduced in Generation 1, and it's famously made up of 6 egg-like creatures that function as a single unit. Despite their eggy appearance, they're more like seeds, and they communicate telepathically to move in battle as one. down to my last few packs. Let's go ahead and see if I get anything good. I have one more pack after this, so hopefully I get some last pack magic if I don't get anything good here. Our first Pokemon is Greavard, which is a ghost type Pokemon introduced in Generation 9, and it's based on a ghostly dog with a glowing candle on its head. It hides underground with only one flame visible.
Prepare for trouble!
Make it double!
So those are two nice little hits. Very excited to have these. That Clive card is really cool. So excited to have those. Got 2 hits for the price of 1. Got double hits. Very excited. So let's see if I got any more luck in me with this last pack. Let's put the code card on front. And our first Pokemon is Clobbopus, which is a fighting type Pokemon introduced in Generation 8, and it's based, of course, on an octopus that loves to punch things out of curiosity. It uses its stretchy, sucker-covered arms to investigate objects, often by smacking them. And so got a nice little star card in there. Let's go ahead and take a look at our total values of everything. So this is all the packs that I pulled from the Paldean Fates booster bundle, going one by one. That we'll look at the total values and see what I did. So this first pack right here had a total value of $1.47. Our second pack had $1.67 value. Next pack 96 cents. Our next pack $1.26. Our next pack had a total value of $9.28, and our pack with 2 hits had a total value of $13.95. So for total, I paid $29. It's worth $28.59, which means I lost 41 cents, which is actually not too bad. So is it worth it? Well, if you remember from the beginning of the video, Paldean Fates, the market value currently is around $60. So if you're paying $60, you definitely wouldn't make your money back unless you pulled something really crazy. This is what really saved me if you're looking at it from a value perspective, but I'm just so excited to have this card in my collection. Love the little chunk that you see right there. So it's worth it to try to get some of these cool cards into your collection if you can find it for MSRP, but again, it's very difficult to find it for, it's $29 that you get it from a big box retailer. But if you would like this card, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I will be giving it away. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, thanks again.